You can train harder than ever, eat the cleanest diet, and religiously take your protein supplements. But if you're missing this one simple step before bed, your muscles aren't growing nearly as fast as they could. In fact, you could be wasting weeks of progress without even realizing it. Picture yourself lying in bed at night, convinced that all your effort at the gym is paying off, while in reality, your body is stuck in recovery limbo, repairing only a fraction of what it should. Frustrating, isn't it? Tonight, I'm going to show you a simple bedtime drink that can double your muscle recovery overnight, and it only takes a few minutes to prepare. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to drink, why it works, and how to time it perfectly so you wake up stronger, leaner, and more energized than ever before. Muscle recovery isn't just about hitting the gym or pounding protein shakes after a workout. As we get older, especially past 45, our bodies simply stop responding the way they did in our 20s or 30s. Movements and routines that once built muscle with ease now seem to take forever, leaving progress frustratingly slow. I've worked with clients in their 50s, 60s, and even 70s who felt like their workouts were completely pointless. They followed every rule, ate clean, lifted regularly, and yet they were frustrated, sore, and exhausted. Why? Because most people completely overlook the single most critical window for muscle growth: nighttime. Tonight, we're going to unlock the secret to repairing and rebuilding your muscles while you sleep. I'll show you a simple, science-backed strategy that anyone can use, even if you've been struggling to gain strength for years. By the end, you'll have a clear, actionable plan to wake up stronger, leaner, and more energized. Let's dive into the problem most people face. You work out regularly, maybe lifting weights 3 to 5 times a week, and you believe that effort alone, combined with protein shakes, will be enough to build muscle. But here's the harsh truth. Muscles don't grow while you're sweating it out in the gym. They grow while you sleep. Think about your body during the day. It's constantly under stress. You're walking, thinking, digesting meals, and managing life's daily demands. On top of that, every workout leaves tiny micro tears in your muscles. Without proper recovery, those tears don't heal efficiently. Instead, they linger, leaving you sore, fatigued, and at higher risk of injury. You've probably been told that a post-workout protein shake is all you need, and while it helps, it's only part of the equation. If your muscles aren't getting the right nutrients overnight, your gains stall, no matter how strict your routine. Take Mark, for example, a 52-year-old executive. He followed every rule: heavy lifting, clean meals, and post-workout protein. Yet, after months, his arms barely changed. The breakthrough came only after he adjusted his nighttime recovery routine. Suddenly, his biceps and chest started to grow, and the soreness he'd been battling began to fade. The problem is simple, yet overlooked by almost everyone. Most people aren't fueling their body when it matters most. During the sleep window, when muscle repair hormones peak and real growth occurs. Here's the hidden truth that most people never hear. Muscle growth isn't just about lifting heavier weights or eating more protein. It's largely controlled by a hormone called growth hormone, or GH, sometimes referred to as the youth hormone for its powerful effects on tissue repair, metabolism, and even anti-aging. Growth hormone doesn't just float around doing nothing. It spikes at very specific times, particularly during deep sleep in the first few hours after you drift off. This is when your body enters its natural repair mode, patching up micro tears in your muscles, rebuilding strength, and setting the stage for new growth. But here's the catch. Growth hormone doesn't act alone. Think of it as the foreman of a construction site. Even the most competent foreman can't build a house without workers and materials. In your body, those workers are amino acids, minerals, and certain nutrients that must be present for GH to do its job effectively. Without them, growth hormone peaks may happen, but muscle repair and growth remain incomplete, leaving you frustrated and stagnant. Research from universities around the world supports this idea. Studies have shown that consuming the right nutrients before bed can increase overnight protein synthesis by up to 100%. That's not a small improvement. That's literally double the repair, double the strength, and double the muscle growth you'd get from sleep alone. Imagine what that could do for someone who has been stuck in the same plateau for months, even years. The problem is that most people unknowingly sabotage this process. They either skip nutrition in the evening altogether, or fill their bodies with the wrong kinds of foods. Sugary desserts, large, heavy dinners, alcohol, or even caffeine too close to bedtime can all interfere with growth hormone release. They might think, I'll just relax and have a snack. But in reality, that snack could completely disrupt the hormones that control muscle repair. Overnight, instead of rebuilding, the body ends up in a partial repair mode, leaving your muscles sore, underdeveloped, and your efforts in the gym largely wasted. The truth is, if you want serious overnight muscle gains, you need a targeted, pre-bedtime strategy. And here's the best part. It doesn't require complicated routines, expensive supplements, or hours in the gym. With the right approach, you can harness your body's natural nighttime repair window and wake up with muscles that are stronger, less sore, and primed for growth. It's simple, science-backed, and completely under your control, once you know exactly what to do. So, what exactly should you drink before bed to double your muscle recovery overnight? The secret lies in 3 key ingredients that work together in perfect harmony: slow-digesting protein, magnesium, and glycine. Each plays a unique role in helping your muscles repair, rebuild, and grow while you sleep. And when combined, they create a powerful recovery cocktail that transforms your nights into a true growth period. Let's start with slow-digesting protein. Casein protein, which naturally occurs in dairy, is absorbed gradually over 6 to 8 hours. This slow release ensures a steady supply of amino acids, the essential building blocks your muscles need to repair tiny micro-tears caused by workouts, throughout the night. Unlike whey protein, which spikes amino acid levels for a brief period and then fades, casein provides a sustained flow that keeps your muscles nourished while you rest. Here's how to take it effectively. Mix 20 to 30 grams of the micellar casein with water or milk about 30 minutes before bed. One common mistake people make is combining it with sugar-laden foods or desserts. That can slow digestion, spike insulin, and disrupt the natural release of growth hormone, which is vital for overnight muscle repair. Take the example of Margaret, a 62-year-old retiree I worked with. She began drinking a simple casein shake each night before bed, and within 3 weeks, she noticed a remarkable difference. Her post-workout soreness diminished, her strength increased, and she started seeing real growth in areas that had been stagnant for months. Next is magnesium. This mineral is absolutely crucial for both muscle relaxation and recovery. Magnesium works on multiple levels. It reduces muscle cramps, enhances sleep quality, and even boosts the production of growth hormone. Unfortunately, many adults over 45 are deficient in magnesium without ever realizing it, which silently undermines muscle recovery and overall energy levels. To get the full benefit, take magnesium in the evening, ideally 20 to 30 minutes before bed. You can either take it as a supplement or consume magnesium-rich foods such as pumpkin seeds, almonds, or dark leafy greens. A key tip is to avoid taking magnesium alongside calcium at the same time, as calcium competes for absorption and can reduce its effectiveness. John, a 55-year-old coach who had been struggling with morning stiffness and restless sleep, started adding a magnesium supplement to his nightly routine. Within a couple of weeks, he reported sleeping deeper and waking up feeling looser and more energized. Finally, there's glycine, a lesser-known but incredibly powerful amino acid. Glycine acts like a natural signal to your body, telling it to switch into repair and recovery mode. It improves deep sleep quality, supports growth hormone release, and enhances overall muscle repair. Just 3 grams of glycine before bed, whether mixed into your casein shake or taken with water, can dramatically improve overnight recovery. Think of it as flipping the switch that tells your body, it's time to rebuild and grow. When you combine all 3 ingredients, slow-digesting protein, magnesium, and glycine, you're creating the ideal environment for your muscles to repair themselves while you dream. Each component plays a critical role, and together, they amplify the effects of growth hormone and protein synthesis. The best part? You don't need to spend hours in the gym or buy expensive supplements. Consistency in taking this nighttime drink matters far more than any single workout or occasional protein shake. By making this simple, science-backed pre-bedtime routine part of your daily life, you're not just recovering faster, you're literally transforming your nights into the most productive growth periods of the day. The results speak for themselves. Reduced soreness, faster strength gains, and visible muscle growth, even for those who have struggled to make progress for years. Now, let's talk about what to avoid. These are the silent mistakes that can completely sabotage your muscle recovery. Even if you're doing everything else perfectly, ignoring them is like trying to fill a leaky bucket. You can pour in all the protein and supplements you want, but the results simply won't stick. First, avoid eating large, heavy meals right before bed. Many people assume that a late-night protein snack means loading up on a plate of pasta, fried chicken, or a big calorie-heavy dinner. That's a big mistake. Digestion requires energy, and when your body is busy breaking down a large meal, it competes directly with the repair processes that happen during deep sleep. Growth hormone spikes, which are crucial for muscle repair, can be blocked or blunted, leaving your muscles underfed overnight. Instead, keep your evening intake light and focused on slow-digesting, muscle-friendly nutrients. A modest casein shake or a small serving of protein-rich foods can make all the difference. Second, avoid alcohol in the evening. Even small amounts can wreak havoc on your body's recovery processes. Alcohol suppresses growth hormone release, disrupts deep sleep cycles, and can leave your muscles partially deprived of the nutrients they need to rebuild. You might think a single glass of wine helps you relax, but in reality, it's quietly undermining all the effort you put in at the gym. Those extra minutes of relaxation aren't worth sacrificing overnight recovery and the gains that follow. Third, and perhaps most importantly, don't skimp on sleep itself. This is where most people go wrong. You can prepare the perfect pre-bedtime shake, take all the right supplements, and avoid every dietary pitfall. But if you only get 5 or 6 hours of restless, fragmented sleep, your body won't fully use those nutrients. Deep sleep is when growth hormone peaks, when protein synthesis is maximized, and when your muscles actually rebuild stronger. Aim for a consistent 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Go to bed at the same time, minimize light and noise, and create an environment where your body can truly enter repair mode. Without adequate sleep, all your hard work in the gym and kitchen can be wasted. By avoiding these 3 common mistakes, heavy meals, evening alcohol, and insufficient sleep, you're clearing the path for your muscles to fully recover. Combine this with your pre-bedtime protein, magnesium, and glycine routine, and you're giving your body the perfect setup to repair, rebuild, and grow while you dream. To wrap up, here's the most important takeaway. Muscles don't actually grow in the gym, they grow in bed. Every rep, every set, every drop of sweat you put in at the gym sets the stage, but the real transformation happens while you're sleeping. By focusing on slow-digesting protein, magnesium, and glycine before bed, you're not just helping your muscles recover, you're doubling the effectiveness of all your workouts without spending extra hours at the gym. It's like giving your muscles a backstage pass to the growth process they've been waiting for. Here's a bonus tip that many people overlook. Maintain a consistent bedtime. Growth hormone, the youth hormone responsible for repairing and rebuilding muscle, follows a natural rhythm. If your sleep schedule is irregular, it can undermine even the most carefully timed pre-bedtime nutrition. Think of your body like a theater. Growth hormone peaks are the main act, and your consistent bedtime sets the stage perfectly. Without a steady routine, the performance can't reach its full potential. So tonight, here's your actionable plan. Take 20 to 30 grams of casein protein, add 3 grams of glycine, and include either a magnesium supplement or a magnesium-rich snack about 30 minutes before bed. Keep your sleep consistent, avoid heavy late-night meals, and steer clear of alcohol. Follow this routine faithfully, and you'll notice something remarkable. Your soreness will fade faster, your strength will increase, and over time, your muscles will start to look and feel stronger than ever before. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these supplements have you been taking incorrectly? Have you ever tried a pre-bedtime shake? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insight could help someone else finally break through a plateau they've been stuck on for months, maybe even years. And before you go, make sure you don't miss our next video. We're going to reveal a single morning habit that speeds up metabolism and accelerates fat loss like nothing else. This one simple trick is literally reshaping bodies in their 50s and 60s, and I'll show you exactly how to implement it so you can see results fast. Sleep smart, recover faster, and wake up stronger tomorrow. Your muscles, And your future self will thank you.